2024 Board of Public Works and Safety meeting to order. Let's begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. Jess Spoljaric. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Approval of minutes.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Public comment. I do not have any public comment.
Nothing yet, but you know, so many people don't have power to comment, right?
Clerk Treasurer, claims approval.
Okay, we have civil city payroll in the amount of $554,753.82.
I move we approve the civil city payroll.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Civil city claims, $660,850.15.
I move we approve the civil city claims.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Sewage claims in the amount of $165,446.98.
I move we approve the sewage claims.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Water claims in the amount of $281,812.37.
I move we approve the water claims.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Engagement letter with Baker Tilly.
In front of the Board of Works is a master service agreement from Baker Tilly. This is for our utilities. They prepare our annual financial management reports and also our capital plans, and I'm sure Superintendent Jerry Jackson and Superintendent Tim Werner can attest to how important they are to our utilities. If we can have that master service agreement approved, please.
And this will be for the water and the sewer?
Yes.
Can we do that as one? Do I have a motion to combine the two for
Well,
approval?
that's for the engagement letter, and then we've got the two ban agreements as well.
Okay.
So the engagement, the master service agreement is combined anyway. Yes.
For both, right. I'll make a motion to approve the engagement letter with Baker Tilly.
Second.
Discussion. Again, this begins the focus on infrastructure improvements, and, you know, we can either have low rates that we'll eventually get to and do nothing, or we can improve our infrastructure and have competitive rates from across the state of Indiana. So, further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
And then we have the water ban scope agreement and the sewer ban scope agreement, which I think is what you wanted to approve combined. And I don't know if, you guys were at the last Board of Works meeting, I was not. So you heard Eric Walsh and Tom Pittman speak of the bans that we are doing. So I need the scope agreements for Baker Tilly also approved by Board of Works, please.
Motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Again, further discussion about this is where we're headed for the next round. We have a $100 million issue when this administration took over. That's infrastructure that's 100 years old. We committed to improving that. We've done what we said we're going to do, and this will be a continuation of that. So, further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Department head reports. Obviously, we've all had a busy evening due to the storms and early morning, so make sure it's worthwhile. Jess Bruder, Communications. Andrea Smith, HR. Mark Schreiber, Park Department.
Morning. We're just less than a couple weeks away from Lake Fest, July 26th through 28th. Up to, I think we got about a dozen and a half events going on, and a lot of events even within events this year. So we're pretty excited about where the direction's going. One of the big events is the P1 Aquacross races on Stone Lake, which take place on July 27th and 28th. I know the CVB usually asks for a road closure, and I don't think they've done that to this point. So if I could request a road closure on Grangemouth, from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. on both those dates, July 27th and 28th. That allows them to safely be able to get the jet skis from their pit areas to where they launch and everything like that. So it's really a necessary closure.
Only if this race will determine the national champion.
Which it does. It's been named the IJSBA Closed Course National Championship. We're expecting about 150 or more racers this year, which is kind of on par with last year when we had a big influx of new racers. So it'll be a great event. A lot of people coming into town simply to race, and their families and their supporters coming with them. So it'd be nice to have a good crowd out at the lake each day to support them.
And thank you to Jack Arnett and the CVB for arranging that the national championship will be decided in LaPorte.
No, absolutely. We appreciate their contribution to Lake Fest.
Motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you. And then just the other highlights, we have our first Friday Night Live at Fox Park as part of Lake Fest, kind of building upon the success of the events downtown. We're going to have Hype Productions at Fox Park, DJing, live musicians, great entertainment all night, and then a whole variety of other things. The Football Arrows, which is a Harlem Globetrotters style soccer group, will come out and do some tricks. We've got all kinds of kids activities, art, fitness. PNW is going to bring out some really cool stuff, part of their setup. So it's going to be a great night. Saturday, Bolt for the Heart and Play for Jake 5K has moved into Lake Fest now, so we encourage people to get registered for that. That'll be at 8 a.m. That'll kick off all of our Saturday events. Other highlights Saturday is our Clear Lake Craft Market, the Soul Asylum concert that night with fireworks, and we do have front stage passes available. It is a free show, but we do have some passes available for front stage, and if people want to get those, they can go to laportelakefest.com. And then on Sunday, we wrap it up with one of our favorite events, the Fiesta del Lago concert, also at Fox Park. Another reminder, Yellow Brick Joel will be playing at the Civic Auditorium this Friday. Show starts at 7:15. Still tickets available for that. It's a dueling piano between a tribute to Elton John and a tribute to Billy Joel. It's got a lot of interest, so I think it's going to be a great show. And then we also have our second out of 3 night bike rides this Friday. Takes off from 9 o'clock at Beechwood Golf Course.
Thank you. Bert Cook, Leap. Assistant Chief Burt, Fire. Chief Buell, Police.
No report.
No report.
Jeff Batchelor, Code.
No report.
And thank you for your efforts with vape, the vape stores. It's going to be a constant battle, but when we talk about our community being unhealthy while we're making strides, vape is a focus, it seems to be for young people, and it's going to take all of us to watch what happens with retail. I think we have enough retail opportunities for vape, but we have to look out for our children, and clearly vaping is a problem in the middle school, high school, and there's enough other things that people can sell other than potentially destroying our community with vape products. So, good. With that, Nick Otis, legal.
Close on 39 North, it was supposed to be on the agenda today. We just got a couple straggling items that hopefully we can tie up. It's a very complicated purchase agreement with a lot of moving parts, so hopefully next meeting we'll have it on the agenda to finalize.
Clerk Treasurer.
I do have a payment authorization, maybe under other business or unfinished business later on, but other than that,
Would you like to do it right now?
if we can, sure. The RDC approved for a Qualls payment, which is part of a, Mr. Cook can speak better to this.
Mr. Cook, if you'd like to speak to it.
Good morning to the Board of Public Works. Bert Cook, Executive Director of the LaPorte Economic Advancement Partnership. So there's a 5-year incentive payment to the Quincy development or the Qualls family in regards to the spec building they built in the Thomas Rose Industrial Park, or the 2 spec buildings they built. And so this is the payment each year. When they pay their taxes, the county certifies what they've paid, and that is refunded to them in the form of a lease. So the payment that Clerk Treasurer Parthun is referencing is the second year of that incentive, and the payment needs to be made. We've received the funds.
The RDC already approved the funds being paid, but the Board of Works approves the actual claims docket, so we just need Board of Works approval to pay that payment today. It wasn't on the docket, so.
Motion to approve.
So moved.
Second,
All in favor?
or,
I was just gonna add the
Oh.
amount, not to exceed.
I like
97
that.
Not to exceed, we're still trying to verify the number with the auditor's office, but 97,350. Not to exceed 97,350.
Thank you.
Has that building been occupied?
the spec.
So there's two, one of the buildings is still under construction. It's actually, if you were to drive by the site, it looks as if it's one large 300,000 square foot building. The first building, which was 150,000 square feet, was fully leased before they finished construction. That's Patrick Industries and American Rental, and they're still working on completing the second half of the building.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you. Nick Minnick, Engineering.
No report, thank you.
Jerry Jackson, Wastewater.
We lost power at the treatment plant and had a few electrical issues there, but all told, we got through the storm last night pretty well.
Tim Warner, Water.
Yeah, same with water. We're just working on some communication issues from some lightning strikes at the towers last night. One of our lightning arresters blew up, so we're moving through that, and we'll get it taken care of. Other than that, I have nothing this morning.
And I saw this crew on Division working hard, and I said, oh my gosh, not another tree down. It was actually just normal work that the water department was doing. So I was really glad to see that. Craig Phillips, Plan.
Looking to put the Beechwood Lakes property back out for bid again for public offering. Do I need to take any formal action with the board to put that back out for offering? Do we need any specific action, or just a?
No, you're gonna put it out, it would
Just a
just be accepting
notification.
it, right.
Yeah, so I'll be sending that out to list of interested parties today, sending it to the paper, all that. So bids will be due back to you no later than September 3rd, and opening those on September 4th, at September 4th Board of Works meeting. Other than that, ongoing efforts with regard to housing, continue to work on trying to finalize the low-income housing tax credit application in partnership with Advanix Corporation for 3 sites in LaPorte. That deadline is July 31st, so there's some last-minute things going into that. Just finalize some other grants. Also have, I don't know if it made the agenda, I guess I'm requesting if we can add to the agenda. If it's not, is approval of the preliminary plat for Bailey Park subdivision for Steiner Homes. I think there was a request made, but perhaps late. So other than that, that's all I have this morning.
I'm going to hold that one off so we have a chance to review it.
You should have received information.
I think it was in.
It's on here, under number 7 at the end.
So is
It's on
this
the
the same
agenda.
one that David is under?
Yes.
Okay.
Just want to make sure it's on there, that's all.
Oh,
Yes.
It was unclear to me when I looked at this, so, okay. That's it, thank you.
Roscoe Hoffman, IT? You thought I forgot you. All right, any department heads that do not have business before can go ahead and enjoy a safe day, and let's clean up LaPorte. New business, we always like when Norma Mulzone brings us an event before us, and I think Annette Leffler will be presenting this.
Good morning. So Norma has requested to close one block of State Street between Jackson and Clay. She's planning to have just an event, a downtown event. It's the same night as they do that unofficial cruise night. And so she thought it'd be fun to have her vendors have an opportunity to be outside, kind of a street event with live music and a food truck. And no other businesses are open at that time on the block except for the liquor store, which is on the corner and has access from Jackson Street.
Mo-
Oh, go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry, motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. The second request I have is for a really fun event, the Doombrook Dragon Boat Races and Festival that is out on Stone Lake. And they are requesting that Grangemouth between Waverly and Lake Shore be closed during the event. And for some reason, I don't have it right in front of me, but it'll be back open by 5 o'clock on Saturday. It's just on Saturday, one day. They don't need it closed on Friday.
Motion to approve?
So moved.
They have, just as a clarification, they have dates listed as 9/6 and 9/7.
They don't, that's the dates of the event. They don't close Grangemouth.
Oh,
I'm pretty
gotcha.
certain, I will double check that and let you know for sure. I'm pretty certain they only close on Saturday.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Would you like
Second.
to second that? Further discussion? Police and fire are okay with this? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Jerry Jackson.
I've got got a proposed agreement with Wessler to look at 10 sites about around the city where we've got drainage issues. They would do some survey work. Some of them are to the point where they have full-blown construction plans. Some would be less formal plans, just so we could give to a contractor and say, hey, let's do this. So this is an effort to try to fix some of the smaller drainage issues that are nuisance for people, maybe don't cause damage, but there's a puddle outside your house all the time, or on that kind of order. Wessler is working on our stormwater ordinance, and they're got a lot of expertise in the area of storm drainage. So I wanted to get them started. This would be kind of a rotating thing. We'll chunk through these, fix what we can as we have money to fix them, then start on another. So we're always got a list of little projects that we're fixing as we go along. So that's the intent of this, and I'd recommend approval. Did I say it's 10 sites, $30,000 max for the engineering fees, and it's time and material. They bill us as they go along for how many hours they spend on a project.
Sorry. Motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
So this basically would just be evaluating the sort of the scope and nature of each of these repairs that would be required?
Yeah, some are a little bit beyond what I can do in-house, and they all are a little bit beyond what I can do in-house. And this is getting some expertise and getting some drawings so that we can engage a contractor and get it fixed.
Okay.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Pay request number 1.
This is as number one, the first pay request from McClung Road. Their TGV is doing a nice job. They've got most of the sewer main in. They submitted this pay request fairly early. It's it's a $500,000 job. The pay request is for $40,645. That's about 8%, and I'd recommend approval.
Motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Is that coming out of the construction bond?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
David Heinhold, Bailey Park.
So what you have before you, David Heinold, Assistant Planner, what you have before you is preliminary plat for 27-lot subdivision, Bailey Park, on 400 West 18th Street. This is kind of a customary part of the process for approving a preliminary plat. It was approved by the Plan Commission on Tuesday, July 9th. And so the subdivision is laid out in your packets and kind of goes through the different elements of it. It is accessed by a private road system, and there's the drainage that's on there, on the plan as well, the easements that are listed, and everything that is provided for in the ordinance itself. And I'll take any questions if you have them. I don't know if Craig.
I would just add that we worked very closely with Steiner Homes on this project. We are installing the sanitary and water improvements as part of that project. So we work closely, obviously, with Tim and Jerry from the water and sewer sanitary departments on this, and it's been reviewed by Nick Minnick as well, and we believe that it's ready for your approval, so we can get started on the remainder. There's one house that's been constructed out there on the existing parcel, but this allows for them to continue to construct the rest of the houses.
And it's exciting to see that home being constructed as we speak, so, motion to approve,
So moved.
Second?
discussion.
How many more houses do they plan to get going yet this construction season?
Total of 27 homes on the property when it's all said and done, so 13 duplex units, one, I believe it's gonna be a combination of kind of one-story and two-story units, and then a single-family home in the back on one of the remaining final lots. All the homes that face 18th Street will be alley-loaded, and the ones, there's a second level of homes that are behind that will be accessed off the access roads, alley, whatever you want to call it, in the back of the property.
So with that being a private road, is that then, will there be then a requirement for like a homeowners association for maintenance, plowing, or is that something that the city takes on?
I think they intend to turn that over to the city ultimately.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. Special Board of Works meeting Friday, July 19th at 9 a.m. to award bids for
Park Street and 18th Street.
Park Street and 18th Street. Any other business? Are we good on that payment? We're good on the payment of,
We could read the number again, because I read it, the total, not, I didn't read the number after retainage. So the payment would be 38,000.
That's from McClung.
Is that what
Yes.
you're asking about?
Yes.
Okay, $38,612.75. So it's there's $2,000 and $32, $2,032 retainage that I skipped over.
so just as an FYI. Further discussion from members? The next regularly scheduled meeting is August 6th, 2024 at 9 a.m. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Have a great day, everybody.